to the Dog Mom Knits YouTube channel. My name is Amanda, and you can find me on Instagram as Dog Mom Knits, on Ravelry as Dog Mom Knits 08. We have an email address for this podcast, and that is dogmomknits@gmail.com. I am coming to you from coastal Virginia, where I live with my husband, Sean, our 3 dogs, Bandit, Copper, and Finley, and our exchange student, Daria. This is a knitting podcast where I talk about all of my knitting and crafting adventures. If you are a new viewer, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are a returning viewer, thanks for coming back. It has been a hot minute. There has been a lot going on, a lot of not knitting going on, but I am well overdue for a podcast. So here I am. We'll just see how this episode goes. So the last episode I posted was a vlog. It was my Rhinebeck vlog on October 19th. I recorded my last podcast on October 9th, and it has been crazy since then. We got home from Rhinebeck on the 17th of October, which was a Monday. Sean tested positive. My husband tested positive for COVID the following Sunday, which was the 23rd. He immediately began isolating, and Daria and I just stayed away from him as best we could. Thankfully, his case was very mild, and he really just felt tired. That's what he said, it was just really that he was tired. That was the week before show week for the show that I direct at my school. And so going into all of our final rehearsals and everything was interesting. Having Sean kind of out of commission. And then it was my turn on Halloween, October 31st, which was the Monday of show week. I was diagnosed with a sinus infection. It was pretty bad. I got some medicine for it. I took it. I got through show week. I do not know how. And then on the 10th, November 10th, I went down for the count again. I never really felt better, but you know, it's fine. I was convincing myself I was just tired. But I was sick for that whole weekend again, sick in bed that whole weekend. I went back to the doctor on the 15th, and it was either another sinus infection or the same sinus infection. And I'm on another round of medicine. You can hear it. I am still very congested. I'm on day 9 of not being able to hear out of this ear, which is super fun. It's like the least fun part of all of this, is not being able to hear. I hate it. I am better, like obviously, because I can sit down and record a podcast, where for the last 3 weeks there wouldn't have been anyway. There would have been absolutely no way that I would have been able to sit down and record anything. So that's progress. I'm hoping I still have a couple more days with the antibiotic, and I'm hoping that it's just gonna wipe it out. Thanksgiving break has started. I get the whole week off, which is such an amazing blessing. And I am hoping that the rest and the break from school will be what my body needs. But basically I've had a sinus infection for 3 weeks. It is not fun at all. I haven't really been knitting. I haven't been doing anything but watching really goofy reels on my phone, reels on Instagram and Facebook, and sending them to Sean and Daria, who are in other parts of the house, because I have been just laying in my bed all the time. So despite the fact that it has been over a month since I last podcasted, I have absolutely no finished objects. I have very little progress on my works in progress. But I missed you guys. And so I wanted to come and talk to you and show you what I've done, what little bit I've done, and talk to you about what's coming, because Advent season is really just right around the corner. Does it feel like to anyone else that November was like 2 days long? Like anybody else out there? Like, let me know in the comments below if that was just you. Like, I thought maybe it was just me because I was sick, but the students at school said it too. Like, this is crazy to me. Like, I blinked and we went from November 1st to November 20th. Where did those 18 days go? I have no idea. Okay, so no FOs means we're going straight into whips. So my first whip, I assume, isn't really a secret anymore. I started the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, the twists and turns. The last clue is out, all of it. I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler, but if it is, fast forward a couple of minutes. But I am still on clue 1 because that was what I had the brain space to do. And clue 1 is a bear. It's not even a bear, it's a mammoth. Like, it is of mammoth proportions. But this is my clue 1 so far. So I am using 3 colors of Emma's yarn. I got this kit from a yarn store online. And you can go back to previous episodes and I talk all about it and I love it. And I will have my Ravelry project page linked down below if you are interested in the colors. But I love how this is turning out. I have seen spoilers of the finished product and I do like it. So I will be finishing this. I just don't know when. Jury's out on when I'm going to finish it, but I do want to finish it. And as a reminder, I'm using the blue and the orange, and then this kind of golden mustard color is my 3rd color. And I am holding this in my, JD Studios 480 rainbow bag, which I just love so much. This will be an entry in the pigskin party hosted by Boston Jen when I get it done. And I get bonus points from using this bag, because JD Studios is a sponsor. I don't know if they're a Snack Shack sponsor or a different type of sponsor, but they're a sponsor. So I get bonus points for using the bag. So that's whip number 1. It's going to be done. I don't know when. I may end up not even working on it until Christmas break. Like, I may have to put it off until then, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Poor Sean. I know you guys can hear him. Send him all the positive, good vibes because he is still coughing like that, even though he's been, like, he hasn't tested, like, what, 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago that you tested negative? Right before I tested right before I got the sinus infection, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, like 3 weeks and he's still coughing like that. Send us all of us need healthy, positive vibes in this house. We are struggling over here. Well, Daria's not. She's perfectly healthy, which is wonderful. And Sean and I are very grateful for that. Sean and I could use some healthy vibes though if you're a praying or vibing person. So my next work in progress is going on the back burner and will stay there for a little while. I was participating in the Desert Vista Dyeworks 8th annual monthly sock club. I didn't get my September socks done, and kind of mid-October, right as we were leaving for Rhinebeck, I was like, okay, look, maybe I could just finish out the year and I won't get the skein, but whatever. And then I was like, I got sick right at the end of October and I couldn't finish. So I am officially done. But these are my fried green tomato socks. That's the colorway name. From Desert Vista Dyeworks. The pattern that I used is Rhinebeck is Calling from the Crazy Sock Lady. And I really love it. That is just such a fun texture to me. I absolutely love it. And I made it pretty far on the second sock. I am, I think, 20 rounds from the toe of the second sock. And like I said, I just got sick and could not finish. So I will finish these. I do want them finished. I love them. I just don't know when I will get around to finishing them. I do have a progress keeper here marking the start of my foot, which is from 3 by the Sea Designs. It has, its partner is on the other sock. So that was a teacup, and this one is a teapot from 3 by the Sea. I love them. So that is my second thing that got a lot of work when I was up on Rhinebeck, and then before I got sick, right before the show. I was kind of going between twists and turns and this pair of socks, trying to get them finished. But again, they didn't get finished, and that's okay. They will get finished eventually. So, oh, I didn't even show the bag that was in. I'm sorry. Those are in one of my bags from Mountain State Stitches. And I have 2 pins on there from Crazy Sock Lady Co. before she closed her shop. One is from Monster Knits, and it says Team Cuff Down. And then the other is the Crazy Sock Lady pin for her business. So with Desert Vista Dyeworks kind of being out of the way and kind of not on my radar anymore for November and December, I kind of jumped back into Christmas knitting and looking at what I wanted to have done for Christmas. And so the first thing that I have been working on is in my Gilmore Girls bag from Molly Klein Designs. And again, every one of the shops will be linked down below. I don't know if they have like these styles or anything anymore, but I will link the stores. So in here is my Musselboro hat. I've gotten a decent amount of progress on it. I absolutely love it. I love how this is like the micro striping. I've talked about that so many times with this hat. I just absolutely love it. The yarn is Chameleon Colorworks, Dyeworks, and Fiber Studio, and it is in the colorway Lily of the Valley. My plan is to knit until I finish the big ball of yarn, which you can see I still have a ways to go. And then I have separated out the amount that I need for the decreases. So once I finish the big ball of yarn, I can use this to decrease. And it'll just be a big, super slouchy hat, or it can be folded up over the ears. So yeah, this is just in mindless stage. So as we start going places in December and doing all of our fun little Christmas traditions as a family, I figure this is what's going to be going with me, because it's just mindless. I just have to knit around and around and around and around and around for, I don't even know how many inches that's going to be, probably close to like 20 inches of stockinette stitch by the time I'm done. But that'll be good for when we go on like our travels and stuff and go take Daria on some of our favorite like Christmas adventures. So the other 2 Christmas projects that I have been working on are socks. The first one is in a bag from The Guy Who Sews, which is my husband. This is my Christmas baking bag. I love this bag. He made this for me last year. And in this is my Tropical Christmas socks. This is a colorway dyed by Kim of 3 by the Sea Designs. I'll actually do it like this. You can actually see it. You are not going to see it. The red through here is very bright, as is the green, and it is not showing up at all. It's showing up very muted, but it is much brighter in person. It is beautiful. And this pair of socks is for Sean, and he's sitting right there, but he knows they're for him because I told him when I bought the yarn that it was for him. My husband is Australian, so it is hot at Christmas, which blows my mind. I'm so not, like, I can't get used to that. But he says if it's not 90 or 100 degrees, I mean, whatever it is in Celsius, but if it's not 90 or 100 degrees, it isn't Christmas. And so when Kim dyed this colorway called Tropical Christmas, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to do it. Get it for Sean and knit him a pair of socks. So this is my first sock. I'm on the heel flap. I'm doing the Crazy Sock Ladies technique of counting rows with light bulb stitch markers, and I have a progress keeper from 3 by the Sea marking the end of my cuff, and then I have a video here on YouTube about how I use my progress keepers. I think I called it 10 tips for hand knitting socks. But yeah, I move it part of the way through. But that's one. And then my last whip, which is the other project that I really want to get done before Christmas, is a pair of socks for my mom. And it is all tangled. I started these a year ago. So November of 2021. And then did not finish them for Christmas and put them away and was like, it's fine. I'll just knit them. Like, I'll just knit them next year. And so I took them out. Sorry, the yarn is like all tangled on my progress keeper. How did that happen? There it goes. So I am using Area 51. It's called My Favorite Rainbow. So there is the back of the sock because you can see all the beautiful colors. It's my first time using Area 51 and I absolutely love it. And I am doing the Crazy Sock Ladies heel toe do-si-do pattern, which is the first time I've knit this pattern, and I really like it. I love what it does to self-striping, and I know everybody who knits this pattern says that, but yeah. So you have the like regular stripes on the back, and then you have like this really beautiful chevron on the front. My mom picked out this yarn, but she picked it out a long time ago, maybe a year and a half ago now. I do not think there's any way that she remembers that she picked this yarn out. So, I don't think she remembers that she's getting a pair of socks, and I think that's fun. That, you know, she picked it out, but she's not going to remember. I have another 3 by the Sea progress keeper here. It's a teapot with a peppermint. And then for the second sock, I have my progress keeper ready to go, and it is this beautiful kind of glittery Christmas ornament. So that's what I'm working on. Those are kind of like my current plans for Thanksgiving break. I'm also not knee deep, I just started, but I am in the process of designing my next pattern, which is going to be called the Cozy Winter Socks. I started the sample yesterday and realized that my math is really off. And so I need to go back and kind of rethink the math. And so I have that kind of in the works. That's my goal, is to have that done, have that sample ready to go, the pattern ready, and it be out for testers by or at least the tester call be out by next weekend, the weekend after Thanksgiving. So if you do not follow me on Instagram and you are interested in test knitting or seeing what's coming, make sure you follow me on Instagram, because yeah, I'm hoping to be able to turn those out pretty quick. I don't have a ton of acquisitions because I haven't even felt like shopping or doing anything. Back in October, I saw that Simply Serving, who I hear a lot of podcasters talk about the progress keepers and stitch markers from Simply Serving. She was doing a grab bag kind of thing where like you could just pay a certain amount and she would send you stitch markers, but you didn't get to pick which ones you got. And I thought that would be a great way to try her stitch markers. And I totally get the hype. Like, oh my goodness, these stitch markers. So she sent me this one, which is like a Frankenstein ice cream cone, which is so fun. He's even got the little things on his ears. Like, oh my goodness, look at that face. And I got a coffee cup with graham cracker and some chocolate and little toadstools on the coffee cup. And yeah, I totally get it now. Like as soon as I saw them, I was like, oh, that's what everybody's talking about. Yeah, they're absolutely beautiful. So now that I've shown them to you, they can go over into my huge thing of stitch markers. So I can start using them. And then the only other thing that I got in the mail, I can't even show you because it looks like this. So I ordered the 12 stripe advent from Anna of Zebra Yarns. And so it says, no peeking, please do not open until December 25th. So this one is different to some of the other self-striping advents that are out there. This one you open on December 25th and you knit one stripe a day for 12 days going until, what is that, like January 6th, I believe. And you share it on Instagram and Anna is going to have a prize at the end. But I just thought that was really fun. Like you do all that Christmas knitting for everybody else. And then, yeah, on Christmas Day, you get to kind of start something for yourself. So Anna, if you're watching, I'm not peeking. It's still sealed. It's killing me. It's killing me. But I'm not going to open it, I promise. And that's all my acquisitions, which is crazy. So upcoming Dog Mom Knits stuff. This coming Friday, which is Black Friday. I don't even know what day it is, but Black Friday. Nitty Natty's Sockmas knit along is going to start. So it's a 3-week knit along, kind of Christmas themed, but it doesn't have to be. And it's knit a pair of socks or 2 pairs of socks. 3 pairs of socks, like whatever. I'm only planning to knit 1 pair of socks because I'll be back at school for most of Sockmas, and December, if you're a teacher or you know a teacher, it's intense. December is intense. But I have my yarn on its way. I ordered the mystery skein from 3 by the Sea Designs. That is, it's like a Charlie Brown Christmas themed. And I love a Charlie Brown Christmas. I cannot watch that enough times during the holiday season. So, so that's coming. I got the shipping notification on Friday. So hopefully USPS will be nice to me and it will get here in time for me to start those socks on Friday. If not, I have a backup skein that I can use, but that is Christmas. That is also Christmas themed from Desert Vista Dyeworks, but I'm hoping that my 3 by the Sea socks will be here. My Advent is here. I ordered the Blush Yarns Advent, the December 1st through 24th Advent. I opened it long enough to like take a peek into it, and then I closed it up really fast. And I am planning on doing Vlogmas this year. I started it last year and couldn't finish because I got sick. But, my plan is I'm going to kind of take a nod from Lindsay of Sock Witchery and do a day 0. So on November 30th, I'm going to record a video that we'll post on December 1st where I kind of open the Blush Yarns Advent and show I ordered the bag that came with it, and I think there's some other things that kind of aren't connected to a day, and go ahead and pull those out and show you those. And I'm going to talk about the pattern that I'm going to knit with them. I am 99% sure I know what pattern I'm going to use, but I'm going to wait until November 30th to officially commit, just in case there's something else that comes out, that like another pattern that comes out between now and then that I'm like, no, that's what I need to knit. But starting December 1st, I will be posting daily Vlogmas videos. So hopefully you will enjoy those and enjoy seeing a little bit more of kind of our Christmas traditions and what we do, how we celebrate Christmas around here. I can't show too much of what goes on at school, obviously, because I can't show my students, but there'll be plenty of the dogs and Sean and I and Daria, so hopefully you will enjoy that content. So that's it for knitting stuff. I'm going to do a little bit of life updates, which I kind of already did, so I don't want to repeat myself too much. But if you're not here for that, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for finding your way back after my month off. And I will be posting as of December 1st. So you will see some regular content, I promise. I haven't really been reading much. I did start a new series. It's a book called A Killer Ending by Karen McInerney. It's about a woman who opens a bookshop in a small town in Maine. And there's a murder mystery to it. And I am really enjoying that book. I think if I hadn't gotten so sick, I would be probably well into the second in the series by now. So, which I'm pretty sure is the series, but, I'm a big fan of that book. So I'm excited to be reading it. Daria and I have not been watching a ton of stuff because again, I've just been in my room, like laying down in bed. But the past couple days we've gotten into watching The Masked Singer, which is on Fox, but we are watching it on Hulu. And that's been really fun. I have watched The Masked Singer since season 2. I am notoriously horrible at guessing who is who. And we started watching season 8. We went back to the beginning and I have gotten 2 people correct. Like, just from the clues, I've gotten 2 people correct. Like, y'all. Like, super proud of myself. Daria got somebody right in season 7, so that was pretty fun. But yeah, that's it. I mean, there's really been like nothing going on but sickness. Just sickness. This week, as I said earlier, is Thanksgiving break. I get the week off, which is amazing. Sean gets to work from home this week, which is amazing. And Daria only has to go to school for 2.5 days, which is awesome. We aren't going anywhere for Thanksgiving. We're going to stay home. Thursday, which obviously is Thanksgiving, is going to be full of all of our Sean and my Thanksgiving traditions. And I am very excited to share those with Daria. So like we watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. We watched the dog show. We have a pretty, what I think is traditional Thanksgiving dinner: turkey, stuffing, potatoes, rolls. We do a pumpkin cheesecake for dessert. And then we watch Christmas movies, Thanksgiving night. And then on Black Friday, we don't go shopping. We put our Christmas tree up and we decorate for Christmas. What do you guys do for Thanksgiving? Like, what are your go-to Thanksgiving traditions? Because I would love to share some of those with Daria so that she's seeing more than just our traditions. She's kind of seeing a wide variety of all the different Thanksgiving traditions from around the country. So if you have a particularly fun or meaningful Thanksgiving tradition, please leave it in the comments down below so that we can share that with her. And that is all that I have for you guys. Yeah. Like I said, if you are a praying person or a vibing person, if you would just send all the health vibes and health prayers over towards Sean and I, we would really appreciate it. It's been a struggle, the month of November. I think we're turning the corner away from it. Praise the Lord. But yeah, fingers crossed, we're almost done. And Vlogmas and Sockmas are right around the corner. And I am so excited to have like my first 24-day Advent and be able to open a package every day and see the different colors and knit into the I'm just so excited. It's going to be so much fun. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for hanging in there during my month-long hiatus from the channel. Again, follow me on Instagram if you are interested in hearing more about the Cozy Winter Socks, which I am working on that pattern. I appreciate you guys so much. I am thankful for each one of you, and just the impact you have on our lives is bigger than I could express. And so, as we go into this week of Thanksgiving, just know how grateful we are for each one of you and what a blessing you are to us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy knitting.